Hello friends, I am Tarun Agarwal and I will discuss the C programming language. What is it and why it is so important? So in the programming language, you have to learn four things. There are four important characteristics of a language. First one, the way it stores data. Second one, the way it operates on data. Third one, how it manages input and output. And the last one is how the control of sequence of execution takes place. These are the things that you should clarify in a programming language. Before we start C, a person should increase the logical thinking. And how it will increase? By playing quizzes. Syntactical issues are there, but if you will not logically think that how a program of prime number or a program of reverse digit make, you are just alone with the syntax. No magic will happen. Syntax definition is the arrangement of words and phrases to create well-formed sentences in a language. So here is the question, what is C? C is a structured oriented programming language and it is middle level programming language with traces of high level language. I will tell you later what is structural oriented and a high level or middle level programming in the same video at last. Please don't go anywhere. C is developed at AP and Pease Bell Laboratories in USA by Daniel Sitchin in 1972. C is used as a general purpose programming language. It means a computer language that is broadly applicable in all application domains, but lack the specialized features for a particular domain. The predecessor of C was B language. Its full form is Basic Combined Programming Knowledge, BCPL, also called B. The C language full form is computer language. So why C is important? It was invented in 1972, but in the present it is also used, and there are other programming languages which can build the same program as the program built in C language. So C's reputation is spread and its user number increase day by day because the reason is its reliability, speed and simplicity. Other languages was not so reliable. They emerge and vanish day in and day out. C was invented to write Unix operating system, and MySQL, PHP and Linux operating system are also written in C only. ANSI-C, ISO-C and Standard C refer to the successive standards for the C programming language published by American National Standard Institute, ANSI, and International Organization for Standardization, ISO. C has been superseded by C++, C# and Java languages. But the actual language element is in C. No one can learn superseded languages directly. No other programming language can match the speed of C, if and only if the program is programmed by an experienced programmer. All the real-world situations are programmed in C only. So, let us suppose a plane is landing and on the runway there is another plane. The two planes will collide if the first plane lands. Now, the first plane will have to gain a height. So, that he will not get crashed. If the program in first plane is in C, then it will get into safe position. But if the program is in Java, then you have to wait for the output to come, as Java is very slow language. There are other computer games that is based on speed. It was also written in C language. Advantages of C. First advantage is easily extensible. There are many other languages like C++, Java, and C Sharp in which actual programming is C. In Java language, there are ideas from C++. Both are object-oriented language, and C++ is mostly identical to C only. Then, building blocks for many other programming language. Third advantage is C program are a collection of library functions and user-defined functions, which is easy to use. Fourth advantage is modular structure, makes coding, debugging, maintenance, and testing easier. Okay, so these are the advantages of C. Now, disadvantage of C is that all the terms which is in object-oriented languages are not in structured language, that is C. So no abstraction, no polymorphism, no encapsulation, no object and classes. So this is the disadvantage of C only. Now, what is structured programming languages? So C is a structured programming because to solve a bigger problem, C divides it into a number of smaller problems called modules or functions or procedures, each of which handles a particular responsibility. You see the diagram of structured programming language. The big circle is like a structure, and in the structure there are many procedures. The small gray circles are procedures, and in that gray circle there are functions in the blue squares. So meaning is that you make the main function which is present in every program, and other functions may or may not be there. You can have no other function, or you can have any number of functions. It is up to you. But main function is necessary, and it is only one. So you combine functions to make a procedure, and combine procedures to make a structure. That is why C is called a functional programming language, and it is also called a procedural programming language, and it is also called a structured programming language. This is the architecture of C program. Main function is there. Program 1 is made of only main function, and the blue line is of the procedure 1. Program 2 is made of main function and function 1, and total yellow part plus main function is procedure 2. You can have more functions, more than one functions in program 3 and in program 5. Okay, you can have more than one function in program 3 and program 5. And in program 4, the function 4 is calling itself. So it is called a recursive function. Next is C, a middle level programming with traces of high level. So what that means? And I write C is a high-level programming language. But I wrote C is a middle-level programming language with the traces of high level. So there is a contradiction in the statements. Let us suppose C is a high-level programming language and it is equal to English and numbers. So high-level programming can be understood by the human, and low-level programming is written only in binary code, 1 and 0, because computer only understand on and off, that is 1 and 0, and human feel very difficult to understand 1 and 0 language. So there is a compiler who will convert the high level language to low level language. Why it is called a middle level language? Because C programming bridges gap between traditional machine understandable level language and more conventional high level language. Okay, users can use C language to do system programming for writing operating system as well as application programming. So how a compiler convert English to binary. Suppose you write A is equal to 12 and through ASCII code, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, it will get converted to 9732613212. So you can have decimal digits, and after converting it to binary, you can have binary form. So in the ASCII list, A is equal to 97 and space is equal to 32 and is equal to 61. So you can have decimal digits, and after converting it to binary, you can have the binary form. Okay. In the next lecture, I will show you how to download C and install the code blocks, which is the software of C programming. So this is all for today, and if you like my videos, then please like and share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.